VTech graduate in computer science engineering who embarked on his journey as a social activist. Passionate about creating a positive change, he founded the NGO Socialized Society Servant and has actively been addressing environmental and social issues. He's a dedicated individual who served as the chapter lead for Volunteer for India, the Hyderabad chapter. Through this role, he organized impactful events in government schools, contributing to community development. Additionally, he lent his skills to V-Force, UN volunteer, promoting sustainable development goals as an online volunteer. His commitment to making a difference on both the local and global stage reflects his dedication to social service. Now, let's warmly welcome Mr. Pranay Jain, the visionary behind these impactful initiatives, to share more about his journey and the positive changes he is making in our community.
A warm and very good evening to each one of you here. So, before beginning, I would like to energize this hall here. Can we have a round of claps on my count? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. 3 count. 3 claps. Yeah, a little bit louder. Again, 3, 2, 1. Fine. Thank you everyone. So, before beginning my talk, I would definitely ensure you all that I will not take much time, keeping the time constraints in mind. And again, before beginning, I would like to thank and congratulate my former speakers, Rohini Naidu ma'am and Anshul Sinha sir, for the commendable work that they are doing. Again, a round of applause for both of them. So one thing, not just one thing, but 2 things that I could infer from both of them that I can see the common observance that I have is, one thing is, they have made the challenge as a solution to their goal. If you see Anshul sir, he faced challenges to enter into the colleges, and then he figured out a solution for that, and then he created another way, and then he started entering into the colleges. And same with Rohini Naidu ma'am, where the day where on one side she have to go to take the metrics of the symmetry, and then on other side she had a call from an orphanage. So that is one thing, and that itself shows that both are passionate about their dream. And secondly, the deep desire down that they have to achieve it. You see how passionate like Anshul sir is, like the whole India poverty. And then Rohini ma'am is curious about tackling the women's and the girls' problem. So the passion and the deep dedication is what we need to learn from both of them. Again, you can see the sloka here. I would like to chant it here. Ayam nija paroveti ganana lagu chetas sam. Udara charitanam tu vasudeva kutumbakam. So I'll come back to this sloka once I complete my journey and share my experience out here. If you can play that video. Can I have the sound, please? on the lights. Yeah. So thanks for playing the video. So before beginning, I would like to narrate a small story of an Iranian activist, Mohammad Nargis. You know, she was an activist. She fought for women's rights in the country of Iran. She faced n number of hurdles, n number of struggles, challenges. She fought against right to protest, against the women's rights. She worked for different journalists, different columns. And today she has been honored by Nobel Peace Prize of 2023. So if we see the common thing that connects each one of us, either the Nobel laureate Mohammad Nargis or our former speakers, one thing is everyone faces challenges. And in this journey to social service, it's no more different. We all face challenges. We all face struggles. So a few minutes ago, one of our friends have asked to Rohini ma'am, like, if I want to set up or start an NGO, how do I do? Right. See, I would emphasize, or I would bring this to you, to a light to you, that we need not think the large. If you can see the problem before your hand, and if you think you can solve, just like our Anshul sir also had the fantasy of removing the poverty in India. So take the step then and there itself. You need not think. When I started this, I never imagined that on one fine day, SSS would be working from Mumbai, SSS would be working from Punjab, SSS would have its own chapters in Telangana, from Nalgonda, Khammam, Hyderabad, and all other places. I never imagined. I was a single person who started. And I just wanted to be a change maker. And today, the reason that I am standing before you is the same that you could see here. I really wanted to be an inspiration. But how could I be an inspiration? It is only through the change, through the social change that I could bring. So while doing this, I was also continuing my preparation for civil service exam. And you all know, like, it is one of the toughest exam that we have in our country. As Rohini madam also said, like, your parents or your family members would pull you back. The same thing also happened with me. The closest ones started questioning me. The closest ones started asking me, like, why are you doing all this? Like, tomorrow if you clear the civil service exam, you can do a lot of things. You can be, of course, a district collector, and you can do these things in many ways. But my only intention was, as an IAS officer, it would be my duty. But as a common man, it's my passion. So there's a difference. Because, of course, as an IAS, I can do n number of changes. But I'll be doing it as a public servant, as a government servant. For that, people will look like, okay, it is his duty he's doing. I don't want that. I want to be a change maker as I am, and I want that to be my identity. So I would again ask you all here, right? You daily face n number of challenges, right? You come to college. How do you come to college? By college bus or by bikes, right? You might face traffic problem. You might face problems on the roads where you have potholes. You might face where there are no proper lanes or no proper roads. What can you do about it? Think on that. So that's how you can be the change maker. Today I started at very small scale, and still I would tell we are still in a growing stage, in the nascent stage. I may not be or have done much work, or that could really be or can be shown as the great impact. But yes, I would proudly tell, wherever we have done, whatever we have done, yes, we have created a positive impact. We could change, we could inspire. So you need to understand that, అంటే మనం ఏదో పెద్దగా అయిన తర్వాత లైక్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు బెగ్ టు డిఫర్ విత్ వాట్ మ్యామ్ సెడ్, once you settle down, once you get your finances right, and then you can start. Well, that's pretty much true. But supposedly if a doctor, supposedly tomorrow you will become an engineer or an entrepreneur. But let's take an example of a doctor. He is getting 10 patients every day. Now he might charge 8 patients and freely doing service for 2 patients silently or without knowing to anyone. That is also a service. But he is doing that service at a individual level within his boundary walls. And then you can grow further. As a doctor, again that doctor can go to a community, can figure out what challenges or health issues that a community is having. And at that way he can figure out, okay, what can I do to this community? And he is going to a next step, there he is targeting the community. Once he starts working in that community, some of the other doctor or some of the other people will come to know. They will join hands with them. And that's how he grows into a larger section. New hands will join him or her, and then they create an impact by starting an organization or doing it in a much more formal way by conducting some free camps or blood donation camps or health checking camps or anything as such. So you see, like, where did it start all? It started with one person where he started first treating freely to 2 patients every day, then to community, then to society. That's how you also can grow. Definitely finances is important, your career is important, your settlement, your financial stability is very much important. I do not deny that, but need not wait for that. I also could wait. I'll study first, I'll work hard, I'll clear this exam, and then I'll work. But that did not stop me. I know what can I do. I have to do it then and there. It was in my capacity. Okay, I have to reach out to a government school. They are lacking some books or some stationery or some infrastructural issues. Okay, what is the thing that they need? I could contact with them, and then whatever I could do from my part and my team could do from our part, we have done it. So in all this journey, in this past 3 to 4 years of my journey, if there are few things that I learned, or I as a person, as an individual, as I have grown, is I could develop the social network. I could connect with the like-minded people. Today I would proudly tell that my social network is my social network, and it's my personal net worth too. Because you never know. Definitely, see, once we get out of engineering, we start going for recruitment and then interviews, and then we start working in companies and all. Once you start working, again your 9 hours will go into the office or in your work, then 3 hours for your personal things, 8 hours of sleep. You are left with hardly 2 to 3 hours. So what are you gonna do with that 2 to 3 hours will decide how you can be a change maker. You all have that ability. You need not only need to work in an NGO. You need not only think of starting or working that I need to do some social activity or social charity. You can also be an entrepreneur and find out a solution what the current challenge the society is having. You can be a socialpreneur too, where you can incline both economy and ethics, where you can collate both your values and vision. The value is to serve the society, and the vision is to figure out the challenge to the society that exists. Like today, currently we may have the plastic pollution that we have. That is one of the major problems. As an engineer, what can you do? You might be any kind of engineer, but what kind of thing that you can bring out, just rather than thinking of cloth bags or something, how can you turn that both creating and value to the economy and also tackling the challenge of plastic pollution? That's how you need to think on those both lines. That's where the change comes. So I would like to tell one story and I'll quickly wrap it up. How many of you have heard about Rajaram Mohan Roy? Yes, good to know that. So he's one of my inspiration apart from Swami Vivekananda and APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a very critic. He used to question everything that he used to read or listen or see. He was a pioneer in eradicating the Sati Pratha, Sati that we used to have in Hindu culture. He was the major pioneer who could eradicate it. But if you read the biography of Rajaram Mohan Roy, it's really inspiring. His parents were critic. His parents were orthodox Hindu, conservative Hindus. And their own son, Rajaram Mohan Roy, used to criticize Hindus. Not Hindu as a religion, but the practices that Hindus were following. He used to question that this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. One fine day, as he was kind of becoming a threat, his parents threw him out of his house. He had no home then. From that moment, not only in the Hindu religion, he used to question the bad practices of Christianity, the bad practices of Islam, and any kind of religion that he used to come to. He have written even solutions for that challenges too. He did not stop till there. He even written a book as to how can we counter that. You see, this is where your vision, your passion, your dream matters. Same happened with me too. During one of my event, my parents were out of my hometown, and they came to know that I am organizing so and so activity. Immediately I got a call. Pranay, what are you doing? Why are you simply wasting time? This is your crucial time. You need to prepare, you need to focus. Of course, for civil services, definitely we need consistency, dedication. I totally respect that. But again, books alone can teach you nothing. Books definitely are the guidelines. Books definitely are the roadmap to you. But your ground reality experience will teach a lot than anything else can do. So I just, the way now you will be passing out, once I passed out of my graduation, that really hit me hard. Because until then I was in a bird in the cage. Like I was a topper, I'm studying well. अरे मुझे क्या है, मुझे कोई भी नौकरी मिल जाएगी. But then I realized like, no, this is not my cup of tea. Like just doing the job, going to office and coming back and then 10 to 7 sitting at home, and then really after graduation, the reality hit me hard. And that's where I understood that it is the ground reality experiences that matters and that can only change you. From that moment, I really started working on ground and I wanted to learn from the personal experiences. And that is where I began my journey in 2019 on March 17. And today here we are, where we have done a number of programs in schools and colleges, because my target is in 2 sections. If you would really bring it out from the video that you have seen, it's education and environment. Education, because we have seen in the video, education is the only source to ultimate freedom. And human is a social animal. And freedom is one element that makes the animal the social. This human only can become social with that one aspect called freedom. And that comes through education. Not just education. I don't want to impact just the academic education. Because if you step out and just type NGOs in Hyderabad, NGOs in India, hundreds of NGOs are working to donate books, to donate infrastructure, and lot many corporates are doing CSR activities. I want to focus on value education. Today, that is what is missing in our society. The values, the human values, societal values, parental values, emotional values, national values, environmental values. That is what is missing here today. Because in schools, in colleges, we are taught just the academic part. In schools, the basic subjects, the STEM, social and English, maths and all. In graduation, whatever branch you are, the technicals are being taught. Who will teach the values then? That is what is missing. Parents are busy in their own work. They want to feed their families and their children. Teachers just do their part of academic teaching. Of course, there are a number of teachers also who impart these values through the classrooms. But still, there is a lot more to do. And environment, of course, each one of us sitting here is a victim of it. Climate change today is a reality. We are seeing the summer in rainy, we are seeing winter in summers, and hot, chilling summers in some other seasons. So, climate change is a reality. Let's together join hands to tackle it. We might not bring it back, or we might not make as it was before, but let's stop where it is. And that can only happen when each one of us sitting here in this seminar hall can join hands and do their part. Rather than having your own bikes, you can take the public transport. You can think of n number of ways. Like supposedly you need to just walk 2 elevators or three stairs. Try taking steps. We conducted one event called Delete Your Email, Save Our Environment. If you are from CSC background, I think you can relate with it. But how many emails are popping up in your email inbox or in social or promotions columns every day? You might have subscribed to something, right? Now let me bring this to your light. Your email does not know which email is important to you, right? Once you log in, every email comes to the surface, right? Now, that email in whatever bits it is, in whatever format it is, it has to be stored in the server, right? So that server has to run. It is running by electricity. That electricity is being run by fossil fuels, by burning the coal. So anything that is generated by burning fossil fuels or coal creates or emits carbon dioxide, which is one of the major source of polluter. Simple thing I would request to you all here is go back to home, open your laptops, open your email. See what all emails you do not need. Everything comes through an email ID, like I might have pranay95@gmail.com. That emails which you do not want, click that email, put in the search box. All emails from that email ID will pop out. Select all, delete. So through that event, trust me, just with 52 participants, we could delete 242,000 emails. And one email will somewhere take 0.06 grams. Not grams, I'm not able to get the equivalent of it, but that is the figure that it takes, the carbon dioxide it takes to always kept it stored in that server. So have you ever thought in that direction? No. If you have thought, definitely those emails wouldn't have been popping up or lingering in your inbox today. So at least take this one step today, go back home, delete all your unnecessary emails, unsubscribe to everything that you don't want to. Or if you still can't figure it out, you can keep it deleting once in a week or once in a month. And that's the way where you as an individual can contribute in reducing carbon dioxide. Take bicycle, go by walk, take steps rather than elevators, the escalators or lifts. So that's how you can individually bring the change that you can be a part of. You need not always be in a group. So that's the message that I would like to give. Honestly, this journey has helped me to learn a lot many things. It helped me to learn my strength, my weakness. It in fact enlightened my vision as well. Because I started working with different NGOs. I started collaborating with different NGOs. I could be a part of VFI, Volunteer for India, as a wallship, as a chapter lead, and it further took me my abilities in a different way as to how I can really nurture the volunteers, instill the spirit of volunteerism among the youngsters. It has taught me. So take the step, never fear for what could go wrong or what could go right. See, as Vivekananda ji said, if you fail, you will guide. And if you succeed, you will lead. So nothing wrong in failing, or even if you succeed, again take the next step. So if I can have the last slide. So as I said, the sloka very beginning, Ayam Nija Paroveti Gana Lagu Chetasam Udara Charitanam Tu Vasudeva Kutumbakam. So these are few images like you can see. So 1 minute, can you please take back? Yeah, back. Yeah, this one. So this is our Mumbai chapter team that we have. Next slide. Yeah, next. So this is the girls leading from the Khammam. They are the one who are the faces who always be at forefront to take any kind of initiative. The Hyderabad chapter that we have, Hyderabad team. Yeah, so this is what my journey of volunteering is. So here I am, where I volunteer to spread smiles. That is my goal, that is my vision. So if I see everyone smiling, what a beautiful thing it would be. And I would also tell one short story in 1 minute. So I used to teach the children of government school from Tiruvur, Krishna district. I have taught them for 1 year through Skype medium. And then I decided that I have to meet them in person. Tiruvuru is 100 kilometers far from my place. I thought, like, why not I celebrate my birthday with them? And then I decided that I would be coming and going to them and will be giving a surprise to them. Honestly speaking, on my birthday, when I entered their school, they saw me from the windows and every one of them came running towards me and hugged me. The smile on their face, the happiness in their eyes, I would tell it's priceless. It's really priceless. No amount of money in this world could buy it. So 1 year after teaching them virtually, when I saw them in person and when they saw me in person, the love that I could get from them really bound me to them. Like, I never felt leaving them, but I have to leave. So that spirit kept me going. And I wanted to see that kind of smile and happiness in every youngster, in every young generation, in every child. And I really want to impart the privileges that you and me are having here today. We all are having this privilege, even sitting under this auditorium in this seminar hall. Not everyone have that privilege. Be grateful for it. Be thankful for it. Your parents might be struggling hard. Whoever might be supporting you, they are having a vision for you. Similarly, you take the vision for your youngsters. You take the charge for your younger generations who do not have the privilege that you are having. And mark my words, if you could change one life, if you really could change one life, it's not that one life you are changing. You are changing the whole world to that one person. So mark my words. So next slide, please. Yeah. So here is the meaning of the sloka that I said in the beginning. So that is, for a narrow-minded person, this is mine, or he is my brother, she is my sister, is what a narrow person thinks. But for a wise person, the whole world is a family. The whole world is an universe. The whole universe he treats as his family. So that's where, you need to really understand. And one thing that Rohini Madam has said, if one thing is lingering back in your subconscious mind, it would definitely turn into a reality one day. The same thing I could totally relate with what she has said, because the same thing has happened with me too. I really badly wanted one event to happen. And I was imagining that event for 1 year, every day night, before sleeping, or maybe random sitting, when I am sitting idle, my thought goes to there. I need to do this. I need to do this. After a year, I could really bring that into a reality, and I could set up wall of kindness in my hometown. Because, though it is very small, but my town people do not know what is wall of kindness. For me, it's a big thing. For others who are ongoers or who are bypassers, it might be, chalo theek hai, laga diya, kapde laga diya, ho gaya. I know, every single event, even I could relate with everyone NSS volunteers who are sitting here, how much it could take for you to organize this event. Though it might be I am not a hero, I would tell each one of you is a hero. Each one of you is a hero, because it takes so much to organize even a small event like this. I could totally relate with you. So, if you want something badly, just dream it. Want it so badly, universe will definitely conspire to make it happen. Definitely. And everything that is born for you will come to you. So that's all from my end. I would like to end my speech here today with another sloka, because that's how I start and end. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukham bhag bhavet. May all be happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is auspicious, and may no one suffer. This is what is my prayer for all of you. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Jai Hind.